Hi everyone, my name is Jared Nickel. I'm the Executive Director for ProjectCOE.com, and I just wanted to give you all a quick shout out to say thank you very much in joining us and making this 100th video feature something very special for all of us at Project COE. We truly can't thank you enough, and we look forward to you joining the COE community once we officially go live with it, when our content management system heads up probably sometime in the next couple of months. A few of us are going to be heading out to E3 this year, so we hope to bring you maybe some video interviews and a few other things. It should be a really great time for everyone in the COE family. So thank you very much for making this truly something special. And about this video review, I'm going to be talking about the latest downloadable content for the Xbox 360 version of Grand Theft Auto 4 called The Lost and Damned. So let's go ahead and jump right on in. So, like my video introduction there sort of told you, we're going to be talking about Grand Theft Auto 4, The Lost and Damned. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about this, simply because, you know, a lot of it is very similar to Grand Theft Auto 4. One thing that isn't so similar happens to be the storyline. For the most part, this is basically about a biker gang, okay? It's nothing as deep or as well developed as Niko's storyline. That being said, I found it to be actually quite entertaining. It's basically about a biker named Johnny who he's a vice president of the Lost. They're basically a biker gang within Liberty City. Now, as the president has been in rehab and he finally manages to get out, it's you sort of get the conflict that happens between Johnny and Billy, who's the president of the biker gang, because Johnny wants to take the gang in one direction and Billy wants to jump like headfirst into the drug trade. But anyways, eventually, things happen, and the storyline sort of bridges the gap between that like basic premise and the whole story that involves Niko. I mean, a lot of media outlets out there have been, pretty harsh on the overall storyline, but I actually found it to be quite entertaining, especially in the later portions where Niko's involved, or at least characters from Niko's story are involved. And speaking of that, like some of your favorite characters from Grand Theft Auto 4 make either make a special appearance or make a return here, which was really nice. Now, gameplay-wise, again, for the most part, this is Grand Theft Auto, okay? So you get, like, a whole bunch of new missions. You get 21 main missions, you get 54 new songs, you get just a whole bunch of stuff, and it only costs about $20-25, depending on where you live in the world. But anyways, what makes the gameplay, I'd say, better than Grand Theft Auto 4 is the fact that motorcycles now have a much heavier feel to them. So you don't just have to, like, say, hit a lamppost and go flying off the bike, okay? Which is really helpful, believe me, because, I mean, let's face it, it takes place in Liberty City, but it's a biker gang, right? So it'd be kind of stupid to just sort of, like, give a love tap to a car and go flying off. It wouldn't really make any sense. So, for once you finally want to use motorcycles, because you can easily zip in and out of traffic, to get away from cops and things like that. The main missions are, varied enough, sort of like Grand Theft Auto 4. I mean, you'll do a lot of things that will connect into Niko's storyline, as I said before. So that's kind of cool. The new weapons that you get, some of them are wicked. That they include there's like an assault shotgun. That's got to be my favorite. A couple of shots is enough to blow up a car. So imagine. There's also like a whole bunch of multiplayer, online multiplayer games that you can play. They even adapt some of the pre-existing ones where you can use some of these new features that I'm talking about in here. Now, the reason why I'm sort of like, racing through this is because, I mean, it is downloadable content. So, you have to take that into consideration. In other words, graphically, it's identical to Grand Theft Auto 4. It looks pretty stunning. Liberty City is just as alive and fresh as it ever was. The new songs have been integrated into the existing playlist, so that's pretty cool. You'll be listening to an old song, then it'll switch to one of the new ones, and you're like, all right, sweet. So, I mean, that's great. The humor is all there. Everything is there. I mean, this is the complete package. And compared to some of the other downloadable content out there, this thing is a steal. I know for some of you, you'll be like, what, $20? That's ridiculous. But again, for the most part, this is really a hefty downloadable pack. And the only sort of like bad parts to this happen to be the fact that it's not backwards compatible. In other words, these enhancements, you cannot go back to Grand Theft Auto 4 and use them, which was really, really unfortunate. But, you know, what can you do? This was sort of exclusive to the Xbox 360, and that's it. So that's pretty well all she wrote. This is an expansion pack that you simply must download if you're a fan of Grand Theft Auto 4. If you can't stand anything about Grand Theft Auto 4, then by all means, you know, stay clear. It's just not worth it. Remember, you need to have Grand Theft Auto 4, the disc. You need to download the expansion in order to play this game. You cannot play it on its own. All things considered, I gave the game a 9.3, and really, it really deserves it. It just blew my mind what was offered here in basically what amounts to a $20 expansion. Some games are actually shorter than this. It's for, you know, for the price and compared to all the development efforts that Rockstar put forth. In my opinion, this is definitely a must-buy. So if you want all the details, be sure to hit up ProjectSeaweed.com for the full written review. And thank you very much for watching.